Good to know. All right, my ladies, let's get started in some high knees. Just sending those legs up to the side, bringing them up close to the chest. Well, I got one more coming in. Hello, good morning. Please mute me. Yeah. Nice job. Go to the back of your mat. We're going to take one giant step forward, come down into a lunge. And all we're going to do here is rotate the torso for 2, for 3, and then press back up into that leg. Opposite leg, take a giant step, drive down into your lunge, and we're just going to shake that torso left to right. For 2, for 3, and kick it back. Second round, big giant step with that lunge. Rotate the torso. Start to loosen it up. Switch up the legs. 1, 2, and 3. Coming up to a side rocking lunge. We're going to open up the legs nice and wide. We're simply going to lean down into the left leg, feeling that stretch in the groin. Press up through this left leg. Lower yourself onto the right. Again, feeling the pull and the stretch in the leg. And now alternate here. For another 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. We're going to come into our jumping jacks. If you're living on the second floor, maybe you don't need to jump. We can simply step the legs out to the side. Starting to loosen up the shoulder girdles. Fun little dance moves. Yeah. Keep it up for another 3, 2, 1. Find yourself to the side of your mat. We're coming into a lateral glute walk. So we're going to take a nice deep squat. We're just going to walk the length of our mat or the length of your room, whichever you prefer. Bye. And walk it all the way back. Starting to turn on the glutes, your glute medius, your quads. One more time. Walk it all the way to the side. And walk it back. Take it back now, y'all. Walking down into an inchworm this time. We're going to walk our inchworm out. Take that right leg, put it on the outside of the right foot, drop the left knee, uncurl the toes, lift the right hand up. Coming into your spinal twist. Option here, if you have the mobility, lift the back foot up, reach for your back foot, and pull on your quad. Woo! Oftentimes, if a client can't reach their foot, I'll put a belt or a resistance band around the foot so that they can pull it towards their body. If you can't grab your foot, that's okay. Go ahead and unlock. Place the right hand down, lift that right leg up back into your plank. Left leg comes high, left leg comes to the outside of the left hand. Drop the right knee, uncurl the toes, lift the left hand up. Again, if you have the mobility, lift that back foot up, reach for your toesies, pull the toes towards the butt, starting to feel that stretch in the quad. Holding here for 3, for 2, 1, drop that foot, uncurl, plant the hand down, back toe into your down dog, pedal out your doggo. We'll call him Rover. Walk your hands to your feetsies, stand yourself all the way up, and take your break. Today we're going to work with 6 exercises split up into 2 groups of 3. We're going to be going 1 set of each and 2 laps through. And at the end of each lap, we're going to complete a 1-minute round of abs. So we're going to have 3 exercises. We're working today at a rate of 40 seconds or 20 seconds rest. We're going to go through lap 1. We're going to get a whole round of abs. We're going to go back to the top, hit lap 2, another lap of abs. We'll get a water break, and then we're going to jump into the second group of exercises. So starting it up, we are going to go into an overhead sit-up with our legs bent. I'm going to use a kettlebell just to demonstrate for Pauline. Your knees are going to be bent so your lower back is firmly connected into the mat here. We're going to drop the arm, straight arm behind the head, engaging through the core. We're going to reach for the ceiling and drop it back down. Engaging through the deltoids, the core, lifting up. We want to reach for the ceiling, not for the feet, reach for the ceiling. This is going to be our number 1. For our number 2, We are going into a straight leg chest fly. So we're going to straighten out the legs, point the toes towards the head so our feet are flexed. Lower back again is firmly connected into the mat. We're going to go into chest fly. So both arms are going to be straight up above. We're going to lower them down like we're taking a big bear hug, slightly bending at the elbows, and then squeezing the chest and firing back up. The reason why we're keeping our legs up for both of these exercises is so that we connect our core and our lower back stays firmly connected into the mat and we don't arch. So that's going to be number 2. And then finally for number 3, we're going to flip it up. We're going up top. We're going to go into a bent over row and a fly. So we're going to hinge at the waist, drop the chest over your mat. We're first going to come into a row, drop the arms down, and then we're going to come into a reverse fly. So how that looks from the front, we're going to row and then open up the arms like we're birds taking flight. So we're going from a row to a fly, and we're going to keep in this position the whole way through, keeping a nice firm tushy. Pauline, you're going to grasp that ball and hold that kettlebell, and you're going to come into your rows, and you're going to open up into those flies. All right, my ladies, let's get that clock started. Those are going to be our first 3, and then I'll explain. We're going to have 20 seconds of each exercise for abs coming up after this. So we're going to go, well, let me set this alarm. My timer, go. Got 20 seconds before we begin. So we're going to go 1 set of each. At the end, we're going to have a full minute of abs, and then we're going to go into lap number 2. So starting up on the mat, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, there is no gentleman. I'm just looking at Jesse. Let's go. Feet up. We're going into that that sit up. In 3, 2, 1. Drop the hands behind the head. Straight arms here. Engage the core. Exhale and lift up. Powerful, explosive movements up. Slowly lowering the arms back behind the head. Arms are straight. Exhale and lift. Slow the movement down as you're dropping the arms behind the head. Count to 4 as you're dropping it down. We got another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, core's on fire, huh? It already started. Yes. We're going into those straight leg chest flies. So remember, the elbows will be slightly bent. We're opening up the arms like we're going to give someone a big bear hug. I'm going to go back to those dumbbells, but Pauline, just grasp both the kettlebell and the ball that you have and try not to drop it on your face. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Straight legs up. Open the arms like a big bear hug. Squeeze the chest and close the arms. Exhale and squeeze. Maybe you notice how differently you're using the muscles this time around, having that lower back firmly connected into the mat. I'm always stressing you core connection and making sure that we're using the correct muscles to perform the exercises. So many times we tend to arch our back to help push the weight when we really should just be focusing on the muscle group that we need to be using. Keep it up for another 3, 2, and last 1. Nice job. Drop the legs down, shake it out. Standing up, take those dumbbells, take those kettlebell and ball with you. We're going into our rows and our flies. Pauline, you gotta let me know how this works for you. If you have big enough hands to grasp that ball. We're gonna hinge at the waist here, going into that row and fly in 3, 2, 1. Hit that row. Drop the arms down, open up into a big fly. Keeping a nice bend in the knees, glutes are on, legs are strong. Your chest is hovering over the mat here. Exhale on that lift. Inhale when the arms are down. Exhale when you row. Exhale when you fly. And after this, we're going to drop the dumbbells. We're going right into our beast. We're going to hold that for 20 seconds in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the weights down. We're going into that minute of abs. Go right onto the ground. Knees are going to be stacked under the shoulders, hands stacked underneath the shoulders, knees stacked underneath the hips. Lift the knees up and hold. Hold here. Breathe it out. Knees are hovering over the mat. Toes are digging into the mat. We are strong. Flipping over into a toe reach in 3, 2, 1. Back flat onto the mat. Lift the feet up nice and high. Straight legs. Reach for the toes. Reach for those toesies. Engaging the core. And we're going to stand up into side bends in 3, 2, 1. Stand all the way up. Grab your weights again. Let's go into side bends with some weights. We're going to reach down to the knee. Yes. Should be familiar. We ran through these on Monday. Trying to keep it in sequential order here. Keeping it back to back. Go, 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 go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Shake it out, ladies. We're going right into lap number 2. Back to the top. We're going back into that sit-up with an overhead reach. Find your booty back on the mat. We have 10 seconds. I'm going to grab my kettlebell again. Pauline, your ideal way of holding this, upside down. Flip that kettlebell over. In 3, 2, 1. Go, ladies, go. Tap that kettlebell or dumbbells onto the floor. Engage the core. Reach for the ceiling. Slowly lower it back down on the count of 2, 3, 4. Powerful, explosive movement up and reach for the ceiling. And slowly lower it back down. Whew. Here for another 15 seconds. You're killing it. You're killing it. Keep those legs up. Keep that core connected and that lower back firmly into the mat. Do you feel how strong you are? Do you feel how much that core is digging and burning? Another 3, 2, and 1. Heck yeah. Drop the legs down. Shake it out. Getting both your dumbbells or both your ball and your kettlebell. Here we're going with straight leg lifts. So we're going to, chest flies. Dorota, get it together. Straight legs. Straight legs up, ladies. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Come into your flies. Open up the arms. Big bear hug. Squeeze the chest to close. Elbows are softly bent. Not hyperextending. You want to feel this in your biceps and in your chest. You slowly drop it down. Squeeze the chest to close. Just a little FYI, all these exercises help to lift our boobs. Yes. Strengthen our pecs. Lift my titties up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Heck yeah. Drop it down. Stand all the way up. Take those dumbbells with you. Or your kettlebell and your ball. Was that a ball that you were holding, Pauline? Nice. Oh, I love you. All right, here we go. Last one. Row to your chest. Reverse fly. Bend over, hinge at the waist. Go, ladies, go. Row. Open up into that fly. And give you front angle view. So your chest is parallel to the ground, or gaze is looking down onto the floor, onto your mat. Go from your row into your fly. You'll notice that if you have heavier weights for this one, that reverse fly is going to be much harder. If that's the case and you can't lift those arms, that's okay. Just go into your rows. We're going right into a beast in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your dumbbells down. Come down into your beast. Onto the mat. Lift the knees and hold. Breathe it out. Core is strong. Shoulders are strong. You are strong. You are powerful. You are capable. You are absolutely amazing. We are here. We are killing it. Turning over, going into our toe reach. Grab a dumbbell for this one in 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Flip onto the back. Grab your weight with you. We're going to reach for the toes with our weight. Legs are straight up. We're reaching for the toes. Reaching for the toes. Exhale and lift. Oh, yes. Did you know you can work out your abs every day because your ab muscles recover every single day? Yes. So our side bends here in 3, 2, 1. Stand all the way up. Grab both those dumbbells. Grab your weights. finishing it off with our side bends. Reach down for the knees. So we want that dumbbell to track straight down the side of your leg, straight down that IT band. Chelsea will have to let me know if you were feeling a little sore from the other day on these. Totally likely that you'll feel sore in the hips. Keep it up for another 3, for 2, for 1. Yes. Drop it down, shake it out, grab some water. As you're cooling down, I'm going to show you the following 3 exercises that we're running through. Number 1, we're going to come into a curl and a good morning. So we're going to bicep curl. Palms are going to be facing each other, neutral grip. We're going to come into a bicep curl and then hinge at the waist for a good morning. Knees are soft. We are hinging, not bending at the knees, hinging to drop the chest forward, squeeze the glutes to then stand yourself up and uncurl. Bicep curl, come into your good morning, lifting the toes on this one. So when you're coming into that good morning, I want you to lift your toes and just simply be on the ball of your foot and the heel, and then come into your good morning, drop that chest forward. Squeeze that tushy. Bicep curl to good morning. Number 2, we're gonna come into a sprawl with a clean and press. So we're gonna hold onto these dumbbells, plant them onto the mat, send the legs out, bring them back in, pick the dumbbells up with you. We're gonna clean them up to the shoulders and then press them up overhead. Drop them back down. Sprawl, come into a clean and then a press. Lifting the heart rate a little bit here. Clean and press. Last one, we're going to come into our traditional deadlift. Hinging at the waist again, activating the glutes. We want to stick our booty out. We want to pop that booty like somebody's behind us and we're mooning them. Come down to that shin line, squeeze the tushy and stand all the way up. Driving through the butt. We want to keep thinking butt here. Lift the toes if you're not feeling it in the butt. If you're feeling it in the quads, lift the toes. It helps to shift your weight back into your butt. Those are going to be our next 3 exercises, and then we're going to finish it off with our core again, which is going to be a Superman or reverse crunch and an alternating leg lift. But let's get ourselves started in the first one. Coming into those curls and good mornings first. So we're going to go into that bicep curl, drop the chest forward into your good morning. Woo! I know, I just talk all the time, lose my breath. Here we go in 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Bicep curl, drop the chest into your good morning, squeeze the glutes and rise. Uncurl the arms. Bicep curl, leave them on the shoulders, drop the chest, good morning. Like we're bowing. Always driving through the glutes here. You want to think booty. So when you're in that position where you're all the way down, chest is dropped forward, physically squeeze your butt to stand yourself up. This is our primary mover, our glutes. So take that good morning, take the bicep curl, hold those weights, slowly hinge at the waist and drop that chest forward. You ladies are superstars. Another 3, 2, and 1. Heck yeah. We're dropping it right into that sprawl, the clean and the press. The clean simply means that we're bringing those dumbbells up to the shoulders. And then we're pressing them up overhead. 5 seconds. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Plant the dumbbells onto the mat. Send the legs out, bring them right back in. Stand up, bring the dumbbells with you, clean and press overhead. Drop it down, sprawl, legs out, legs in. Remember, we don't want to lift with our backs, so no rounded backs here. Sit your booty down, lift the weights up to the shoulders, and then press up overhead. Yeah, way to go. Excellent push press, Bosh. Yeah, Kelsey, nice sprawls. Another 3, 2, 1. Way to push, girls, way to push. Slowing that movement down, coming into our deadlift. Pauline, take it back, bring that kettlebell back out for this one. I'm gonna hold it by the handle, going right between the legs here. Into our deadlift here in 3, 2, 1. Feet are shoulder width apart. Remember, our gaze is looking down at the mat. Back is flat. We're again thinking glutes here, thinking booty. All the way up. Squeeze that tush. If you're using dumbbells, you're going to go right on the front of the leg. If you're using that kettlebell, it's going to go between the legs. So between the feet was where you want to land that kettlebell. I love that you have a kettlebell. Yay. Let me see a side view of you, Bosch. Another 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees softly. You want soft knees on that one. You still want to bend. Yes. Keep those dumbbells as close to the body as possible. All right, dropping down, ladies. We're going into our Superman. So move those dumbbells aside, drop your chest onto the floor, and we're lifting the legs and the arms up at the same time. Go, ladies, go. 1. Squeeze and lift like we're Superman. You got this. Breathe it out. In 5 seconds, we're going to flip it on over, come into a reverse crunch, where we're going to lift the knees and the arms at the same time. In 2 and 1, flip it onto the back, bend the knees, lift the knees, lift the head, connect the 2. You want the elbows coming as close to the knees as possible, and then drop it down. Reverse crunches here. Breathe. Going into our alternating leg lifts in 3, 2, 1. Keep the lower back planted. Lift the legs. We're alternating into a scissor. Again, if you have an arch in your lower back, lift the legs, tilt the hips forward, plant the lower back like we were doing in those chest flies, and then lift the legs. You want the lower abdomen to do the work. Another 3, 2, 1. Woo! Drop it down, shake it out. Nice job. We're going back up to the top, back into those curls and good mornings. Yes. Fix my hair is all over the place. We got another 10 seconds. Going into that curl and good morning. Remember, keeping the knees soft, not straight. Keep the knees soft. We want to still have some bend in the booty. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Curl those arms. Good morning. And uncurl. Softly bend the knees, like stick your butt out. Literally, as if someone told you to stick your butt out, you're going to go, ee. You're not going to go straight legs. You're going to bend the knees a little bit and try to stick your butt out as much as you can. The other day I told him, he looked at me and he's like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm like, great. That's where we're at in this world. We know how to pop them. Yes. The joy of training. Say whatever you want. 5 seconds here, ladies. Keep it up. For 3, for 2, and 1. Nicely done. Going right into those sprawls. Sprawl, clean, and press. We're almost done. Your Thursday morning workout is almost complete. Only 8:30 and I've already lost my mind. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Plant those dumbbells onto the mat. Send the legs out. Bring them right back in. Drop the tissue down. Bring the dumbbells up to the shoulders and press up overhead. Coming in to check you out. Hi, Tessa. Good. Nice job. Another 10 seconds. Way to go. Another 3, 2, 1. Yes. Way to go, crew. Way to go. We have made it to our final exercise of the morning, into those simple good morning, deadlifts. So again, you want those dumbbells physically touching your leg as you're running it down to your shins. Don't bring it out. As soon as you bring it away from the body, your lower back takes the weight. So we want those dumbbells to run as far down those shins as we can, and then come back. In 3, 2, 1, go, ladies, go. Run that dumbbell straight down the shin. This is why you'll see some lifters that have just torn up shins, is because they're keeping that deadlift bar super close to their body so that their glutes are doing the work and not their back. Knees are soft. Legs are parallel to one another. I got all the babies on the screen today. Oh, Basha froze. Excellent job, Kelsey. Hell yeah, Pauline. You ladies are amazing. You got 10 seconds here. Okay, then dropping it into our Superman in 3, 2, 1. Drop those dumbbells down. Come down onto that mat. Final push, going right into our Supermans. In 3, 2, 1. Lift, ladies, lift. Squeeze that tushy, lift that chest. Squeezing through that lower back, all core here. If you want a little added bonus, pause at the top. Hold for as long as you can and then drop it back down. In 3, we're going into those reverse crunches. In 2 and 1. Flip that bad boy over onto your back. Here we go again. Reverse crunches. Lift those knees, lift the arms. In 2, 1. Go, ladies, go. Exhale and lift. This is it. We got one more after this. Engaging the core. For another 3, 2, going into those alternating leg lifts. In 1, straighten out the legs, palms at your side, and then alternate lifting those legs. Scissor chops. Hiya, hiya. Again, your lower back is firmly connected into the mat. You should be feeling this all in your core here, in the front core, not the back core. Back core, lower back? I don't know. Another 3, 2, and last 1. Nice job. Shake it out. Give your knees a big hug. Bring them into the chest and side rock, left and right. Ooh, don't fall over. And now rock forward and backwards onto the spine. Start to find the momentum in your legs like a swing. Bring your legs forward and back until you're finally in a seated position. Once you're into that seated position, straighten out the legs in front of you. We're going to reach for the toes, drop the chest. Can't reach for your toes? That's okay. Reach for your shins, reach for your knees. But I don't want you to just forward fold. I want you to hinge at the waist. Drop the chest forward with a nice flat back. Breathe it out. For 2, for 1. We're going to press our hands up, plant the feet down. We're going to alternate lifting the hips up like a thruster. We're going to send one arm behind the head and then drop it down into your seated position. Squeeze the glutes and then lift. Like where dance is about to take flight. One more, and we're going to switch up the side. Nice job. Send that. If you use the left arm, use the right arm now. Switch it up and reach. I know how strong you ladies are. Holding yourselves up on 3 legs is easy peasy. One more. Nice job. We're going to flip it over. Yes, we went from reverse. Now we're in a down dog. We're in a reverse dog, maybe? Pedal out your doggo. Bend the knees. Walk your hands to your feet. My bad. Walk your feet to your hands, whichever order you were in. And slowly climb all the way to the top into your standing position. Interlace the fingers at the top. Come into a back extension. Exhale and back extend. Breathe here for 1. For 2. Exhale, forward fold. Hands at the waist. Drop the hands to the mat. Shift your hips from side to side. Starting to feel that pull in the hamstrings. For another 3, 2, 1. Slowly rise all the way back up. Hands come up nice and high. Wrap them around yourself. Give yourself a big, big hug. And tell yourself, I love you, I love you, I love you. I'm so grateful to show up for me and for you. And I love you ladies so much.